Now, yesterday we did Pythagorean theorem triples, so today we're just talking about when they're not triples, right? So the Pythagorean theorem, let's not change colors randomly. Alright, theorem is a rule that describes the relationship between three side lengths of a what? Right triangle. A right triangle is a triangle with one angle that is 90, of course. The longest side, which is opposite the right angle, is called the hypotenuse. The two shorter sides are called the legs. Okay, you stand on two legs and you have one long hypotenuse. Okay, so here we go. Here's my right triangle, my right angle. So these are legs, which are A and B. Okay, across from the 90. Okay, this is the longest side, and it's across from 90 degrees. It's called the hypotenuse. It's letter C. Cool? So, Pythagorean theorem, which you've probably seen before, is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a and b are the legs, c is the hypotenuse. We can use this theorem to find the lengths of one missing side of a triangle if we know the other two sides. So, do two examples, and then on the back you're going to do the rest of it. So, for example, if we know the two legs of the right triangle, we plug them in for a and b. So, let's label. So we got a and b next to the 90, and then we got c is missing. Call it x. Okay. So I have my Pythagorean theorem. So a and b, 10 squared plus 8 squared, is supposed to equal c, which is missing, x squared. So what is 10 squared plus 8 squared? 164. So 164 equals x squared. To get rid of that squared, I square root, and I square root. Now I need to find out the square root of 164. We are not typing it in the calculator, okay? No decimals. No decimals, please. Because remember earlier this week, we learned how to do a factor tree. So 164 is 2 times 82. 2 times 41. 41. Is that prime? Trying to find some factors. 41 is actually prime. So I end up with 2 square root 41 as my answer. Alright. Cool. What if, okay, down here, if we're missing a leg, how do I know I'm missing a leg? Here's my right angle. So here's A, here's B. B is missing, that's a leg. But I know C, the hypotenuse. So again, I have my Pythagorean theorem. I got 7 squared, but B is where the x is. X squared equals C squared. 7 squared is 49. 13 squared is 169. To solve for x, before I can get x by itself, I need to get rid of this loner, 49. I subtract it. And I get x squared equals 120. And then to get rid of the square, I square root. And now let's find the square root of 120. 2 times 60. 2 times 30. 2 times 15. 3 times 5. I have one pair of 2, and then 3 loners. So it'll be 2 outside, and then 2 times 3 times 5 is 30. 30 does not break down. Okay, so there's 2 ways to do it. Find a missing hypotenuse, and then also find a missing leg. You'll do that on the back.